Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So, guys, here we go again with another student interview, another success within Rizq Rise. And today we're joined with Alan. Alan has a tremendous success story. He comes from a background of sales already. He's been in retail for the last 7 years, and he made his transition into high-ticket sales space just about a year ago. So, bi'idhnillah, I'm going to start by asking you, Alan, to give a little background about yourself, where have you came from, a bit of a background story, and then we'll take it from there, inshallah.
Inshallah, bro. First and foremost, alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So as you just mentioned yourself, I've been in retail sales for the past 7 years. And I've tried going to university for a engineering degree like 4 years ago. I dropped out after the first semester. Alhamdulillah, I took a new course, financial economics, with the intention I want to learn a bit more about sales
Yeah.
on a on the university level. I did it, alhamdulillah, but I didn't learn so much, bro, to be honest with you. And then I took another education with the intention of learning more about sales, also university. I'm done with it in 2 months. I might as well just finish it now, and now I'm already there, you know.
Okay.
But subhanAllah, I transitioned from retail sales, 7 years in the making, into the high ticket sales space
SubhanAllah.
6 months ago. I joined Rise 6 months ago. 3 months later, I landed my first role and made more money than I could ever imagine just
SubhanAllah.
by doing retail sales, you know? Alhamdulillah.
SubhanAllah, can you talk to us about the transition from the retail sales? Because you've been in retail for so long, you went through that normal route of education as well. You went to college. So how was the transition for you from retail sales to high ticket sales being remote? Was it hard for you? Was it different? Was it difficult? Can you walk us through that?
Um, in the beginning, it was a bit hard because it's not the same as retail sales at all, but the things I learned from retail sales, yeah, speaking with different kinds of people, learning to get to know people, trying to be confident, I could apply these things. But with high ticket sales, it's really about sales psychology, bro. It's about tonality, how you use your language, and all these things. I want to be honest, I've learned them, most of it through Rizik Rise. This is not me just saying something. This is me actually praising, without praising them too much, the mentors, bro. Marwan, Ayub, and also my brother. And he is a big part of why I started the high ticket sales journey also. So the transition, it is easy if you have the right attitude and you have the right mentors to go with it. If I were to start completely on my own, I don't know if I would have kept the job that I have now.
Interesting. So, an interesting question is like, why did you want to make that transition from retail sales to like high ticket sales? And how much of a different is it for you right now? And talk to us a little bit more about how life changing it is for you, and what goals did you have, and have you hit them so far?
Yeah, so the reason why I don't want to wake up every day, drive my car into a workplace, is simply because of the fact that I like my freedom, you know. But of course, with freedom, you also need money. And
Yep.
how do I get money? By working online with high ticket sales.
Hmm.
So that's like the main goal for me, that I am able to take this computer and just put it somewhere with a nice background and still being able to sell, you know?
Alhamdulillah. And that's like something that a lot of Muslims now want these days because they want to make hijrah, they want to have the freedom, they want to have more time more flexibility over their time to be able to pray and do all the stuff that they actually wanted to do in their life, subhanAllah.
You
Now,
know what? When I have a call, sorry for interrupting you.
yeah,
When we finish with the call, let's say for example from 2, and then I have a call again until 4. I don't have to stay in the workplace with my uniform on. I can open the Quran. I can make my prayer on time. Everything, you know. And also the hijrah effect, amazing. It will be down the line. I just want some stability right now. I also spending time with my family who lives here in Denmark. But
alhamdulillah.
inshallah, in the future, bro, with this skill set, you can go anywhere.
Yes, for a fact. Now, I know you and your brother actually you joined around a similar time as well, along Barak. And I think you were mentioning one concern when when you first got into high ticket sales was the accident. And talk to me a little bit more about how did you overcome that? Because a lot of people might have a similar concern of like, oh, maybe my accent, maybe where I'm from, can I do it if I don't like I'm not the best in English? Like there's a lot of people that maybe are scared and maybe are concerned about that. What would you say to that person? Because I feel like you went through that era, so to speak, and maybe talk to us a little more about your current offer and how is it resembling in your success.
So accent wise, this was like a stupid excuse when I look back on it, bro, because you can always train it and you can always get better. And with the current offer, to be honest with you, it is in Danish. That's my main language. But I just landed another offer um, where it is in English. So I just gotta try it, bro. It shouldn't be keeping me back.
Allahumma barik, alhamdulillah. So talk to us about your recent success. So you've landed a role how long ago exactly? It was about 3 months or 3 weeks?
3 months ago.
3 months ago. How was that transition in this from you started your role to recently? Because like in the last month, it's been crazy. You've been sharing crazy numbers in the group. If you want to share how much you have made in the last in a couple of weeks, inshallah.
Yeah, so the last couple of weeks I've been selling for over $30,000, like
Long.
sales. Alhamdulillah. And the first 2 months, it wasn't nearly as good, but it's okay, bro, because it was a learning phase. My two bosses, I just had a weekly brief with the offer that I'm working at, and they
Mm-hmm.
was like, "You had a learning phase, and we totally expected that, um, but now it's a stability phase."
SubhanAllah.
Yeah. So you have to go through the hardship, you have to learn it, you know. And how do you learn it? You learn it by listening to mentors and trying. Get yourself out there, taking the calls. Bro, the first 10 calls I had no deals. Then I had a deal. Then another 10 calls, no deals. And then I had a deal. It just went back and forth like this. And of course, you have to be willing to put in the work to review your own calls, to assess yourself, you know, and then you'll get there, inshallah.
Inshallah. That's very important about sales because the beauty of sales is that there's no like a limit to how much you can earn. And it's all correlated to the amount of effort and drive that you have. The bigger the why, the bigger the drive, the more work you're willing to put into yourself and invest into your craft, the more money that you'll make. And you've seen that because you've been compounding a lot of efforts for the last while, and now it's paying off. You
Mm,
actually shared the other day that you've collected 7.6K in cash collected in one day. That's over $760 in commission in one day. That's
mm.
amazing. From just one day, you've made more than some people make in a week or 2 weeks, so to speak. Allah barik.
Alhamdulillah. Yeah.
Alhamdulillah. So, Alan, I want to ask you for the guys that are just watching right now, what would you say to that person that maybe is working in a 9 to 5 that probably went through what you're going through at the moment, maybe has some concerns? What would you say to that person that is just on the fence of getting into the remote high ticket sales world and transitioning as well?
I would say give it a try. No one is a born salesman. It's not like some talent you have to have. To be honest with you, when I grew up, I stuttered a lot. Whenever I raised my hands in school, people were like, "Oh, man, not this guy again," you know? And then I started in retail sales and practiced it. I was not the best in the beginning, and then gradually I became one of the best in my store. Now with this, I wasn't the best in the beginning with the high ticket sales offer I'm in, but they fired the other guy because of my performance.
Allah.
Uh, so just get into it, practice it, get the right mentors, and learn it. Everything is a learning phase. Yani, do you want something? Do you want to attain a skill set? You have to learn it. No one of us is born with this crazy talent. Mesela, if you want to learn how to code, you don't know how to code. You have to learn it, right?
Yeah,
If you
correct.
don't know how to sell, you have to learn how to sell.
That's correct. My last question to you, barakallahu feek, by the way. which is an interesting question that I like to ask myself sometimes, is what would you tell your younger self, Alan, a couple of years ago, maybe your 16-year-old self, 18-year-old self, what would you tell that person based on the information that you know now? What would you tell that person?
You should have started earlier, but the fact here is that risk rise wasn't there yet, so I didn't know how
Correct.
to start. But there was most definitely other ways to go with it. But the fact with risk rise is that it is Muslim, it is with the best ethics, Alhamdulillah. So
Alhamdulillah.
I would most definitely tell myself, invest in yourself and start trying to get into the sales space. In the high ticket sales space,
Mm.
you know?
And this is important because I preach this a lot because if you're somebody that's looking to start a business in the future, or you're somebody that's looking to upskill and maybe develop something for yourself in the future, the number one key core skill set is sales because
Mm.
a business can't survive without sales. And rather than making mistakes and spending thousands of dollars to start a business and figure things out and learn so many different skill sets like running ads, marketing, fulfillment, sales, and a lot of different stuff, why don't you focus on like one skill set, which is the number one high paying skill set in the world, which is sales? And then from there, once you get so good at sales and you understand how successful businesses run, then you can go ahead after a couple of years of making your money to go ahead and start your own thing, or you have the experience necessary to go ahead and build something for yourself. Um, but with
And
that being said, yeah, go ahead.
that's actually like one of the goals here. I want to be the best at selling,
Mm,
accumulate my money, make my money work for me, and inshallah in the future making something of my own. But right now, the most important thing is that I master the art of sales.
mm.
Even though you mentioned like the 7,000 in one day and all this, yeah, it's good, but bro, you can go so much
So much
further.
more, 100%.
Yeah.
Like the top sales reps in the world make anywhere between 200 to like a million a year. And that's like
Yes.
just casual, just the amount of the opportunities that you have and the skill set that you obtain, so to speak. But barakallahu feek, Alan, for sharing your little more about your journey and your success with the Razak Rise. I really feel that there's going to be a part two, and you're going to really surprise me with the part two, inshallah.
Inshallah.
Your journey, because Allah Mubarak, you've been posting a lot of successes recently, and I'm very, very happy and proud that you've been able to succeed very, very fast, inshallah. So, with that being said, guys, if you're looking to further develop your skill set, you further want to have a look and understand a little bit more about high ticket sales, what is remote closing, or you could be already in sales, but you're not making as much money as you would like, and you would like to see if Rizq Rise is something that could be a benefit to you, then there's going to be a link down below that you can go ahead and schedule a call with one of our advisors, which is going to be Alan's brother, which has been promoted to a sales coach within Rizq Rise. So you'll be speaking to him most likely, or another team member on the Rizq Rise platform, which we'll see inshallah if you're a great fit to join our mentorship program bi'idhnillah. So with that being said, any last words, Alan?
Nothing else than go for it, Shabab. What do you have to lose, man? What do you have to lose?
100%. All right. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.